But you were smiling.
I know, they used the one that they told me not to smile on after.
What the hell is this shit? What is this?
It's this. Yours is just in a glass.
Is your alcohol?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I mean,
Alcohol, okay.
I don't do. Okay, you just gave him that. You better be fucking prepared to carry him out of here when he fucking passes out or at the first time of vomiting. Would you, if I had asked you last night if you were going to pass out, like say this time, 3:04, would you have said yes? The cops came at 3:45. That was the time. So 45 minutes before that, if I'd asked you like, hey dude, like in an hour, are you just gonna completely like become dead weight on my couch, like sort of like spitting up like stuff onto your shirt, like.
The cops came?
Yeah.
For what?
See, that's one of the things I have to talk to you about.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What did you do?
If I was the cause of the man coming.
No, you weren't actually. It had nothing to do with me, you or me, which I thought it did, which is the only reason I fucking like dealt with it at all. That and the fact that they were all just like, I mean, that and the fact that I knew that the door was fucking unlocked, and as much as I didn't want to go down and open the door for the man, I very much more didn't want the man to walk into the house, which is what the man would eventually do. Apparently, they leaned on the fucking doorbell for 20 fucking minutes. I mean, it's like, obviously they weren't gonna go away. And since, like, the door here is never ever locked, it's like, eventually they're gonna open it, and, like, you know, I mean, once they come in, if nobody had done anything, and then that would give them, like, you know, it's like if they open and they hear people in here, then they can come in. That's the fucking, I mean, that's fucking hot pursuit right there. That gives them the right to fucking then come in. They don't need a fucking warrant or anything. And that was not going to happen. So I had to go down when the man opened the door and stand in front of the door to make sure the man did not enter the home. Fucking, she was a bitch though. Fucking holding the door open, like propped like this, and she's like, and then I was like, where's Janice? Where's Janice? Jason's the only one here that's on the lease. And it's like, oh really, dude? It's like, did you really think she was the only one that lived here? You know, it's like, you know, so is she home? No, I don't know if she's home. God, you don't know? No, I don't know. The man was
What was this about?
Apparently it was like a noise complaint, but it was because Ray was playing guitar and singing with his friends in the living room, and I guess the landlord was under there. But I guess the landlord was complaining for a while, and like pounded, and they just like pounded back on the floor and like were yelling "fuck you" or something out the window. Or this is what Janice said. I didn't hear any of this going on. We were in here, but and like I've never gotten a noise complaint from downstairs. Like I was under the impression that the landlord lived up there, you know, in the other parts of the house. You know, no one like sleeps under here, so it's like. You know, I have from like the guy upstairs just complained before, like a couple of times, like landly, but like he'll pound like 10 times. It's like, dude, just you know, take that stress back like about an hour ago, pound twice, and you could have been fucking sleeping already. But anyway, I don't care about Costas or whatever his fucking name is anyway. Sticky ass dude. But anyway, so the landlord's like sticking his head in the door going, my Janice. And I'm like, I don't know if she's here. And it's like, you know, and they're like, well, would you go check? Like the cop's like, you don't know? Well, would you go check? And I'm like, because basically the cops were leaning on the doorbell for like 20 minutes. They don't ever say they're cops. Basically, I heard the doorbell ringing. I come out of my room going, how come I live in the back of the fucking house and nobody ever fucking answers the door here? It's like, I have to go out and answer the door. Yeah, well, I said that to those guys because I thought they were just being lazy and stoned. I mean, because that's not an uncommon occurrence at all to have like, you know, and have it be like, you know, one of his friends or something like that. Gay, like, often I have to walk out and answer the door, like, for shit like that. And give me that.
What? No, I'm fine. I'm just listening. Would you rather I drank while you were speaking?
I'd rather you set the cup down while you're like not drinking. That's what I'd rather you did. But
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm not that bad. I'm not. I never get that bad.
Except for all the times that I've ever seen you. I've only been that wasted since you've known me.
I'm a very good alcoholic.
Oh man.
Not from what I've seen, James. From what I've seen, you're really bad at it. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to fucking tell you that, but like from my experience thus far, you're not that good of a drunk. You don't have a handle on your on your liquor consumption. I mean, dead weight in a stranger's car.
I'm sorry.
How? Okay, are we nearing a 45 fucking degree angle here with that glass now?
I'm not spelling it. I'm fine. Just
Put the glass on the table. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the man's leaning on the door, but they don't ever say they're the man. There's no peephole in that door. It's like basically like, I went down to the door, I listened for a second, I was like, and then I heard like talking, basically gathered that it was the man. But like, I mean, you know, just because I'm smart, I mean, there's no real reason like why I should have had to have known that that was cops out there. Like basically, and if I didn't think it was cops, there would be absolutely no fucking reason that I would open the door to somebody who'd been leaning on my doorbell at fucking 4 in the morning for 20 minutes. You know, that I can't see who it is, that doesn't fucking identify themselves. It's like, why would I answer that? You know, it's like, I'm gonna open the door and it's like, I can hear voices, I know that whoever it is inside the gate, I'm gonna open the door. It's like, no, that would be incredibly fucking stupid. You know, you don't know who that could be. And like the cop was just like, she's like, when she finally came down, she's like, well, she's like, hurry, open the door. I was like, she like opened the door and I was like, and they're like, are you gonna come to the door? And like, so finally I walked to the top of the stairs and I'm standing there and I'm like, oh. And she's like, why didn't you answer the door? And I'm like, there's no people, I didn't know who it was. And she's like, well, who did you think it was? And I was like, I didn't know. And she's like, well, you should have come down to check. And I'm like, I think you should have fucking, you know, said something. I'm like, you know, it's like, I came down to check. I couldn't see through the fucking door, you know? So, you know, the only other way to check would be to open it. And it's like, she was just like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I can't, I mean, it's like, wait, you want me to debate you, cop, and just like see how fucking stupid you really are? It's like, oh, so you're gonna tell me is that your official police advice? That's what I would, you know, you to tell a fucking young woman in a house that if someone fucking leans on her doorbell at 4 in the morning for 20 minutes and she hears strange voices on her porch and she doesn't know who it is and doesn't have people, you would advise them at that time to open their door and see who it is. And that's official police advice you're giving me here, because I'm gonna fucking quote you on this until, you know, it's like, but I didn't say any of this to the cop, but it would have been fucking hilarious. She's like, but, you know, I didn't want the man to come in the house, so, but it actually, if it had been my house, if this was my house, I would have said all that stuff, but because, I don't know, because Janice is the one that potentially has to deal with like all the bullshit and not me, I wouldn't like do that, you know, kind of thing. But anyway, and also actually, if I'd known that it was them that they was getting complained about, I might have actually said that to the cop too. I also thought I was like, see, because part of the reason I went out and dealt with it was I thought it was a noise complaint for me, and like I didn't feel like they, you know, should have to deal with like, you know, they shouldn't have to deal with the pigs because like I'm fucking loud or whatever. Was my like reason.
What, you were playing the stereo?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like I do it all the time. It's like the guy, and we weren't even being that loud, but like, I mean, I don't know. It's like all they know is landlords down there yelling. It's like whatever, and like I didn't know. I mean, they were being pretty loud actually. Now that I think about it, but anyway, so the man's like standing there, she's just like all boy. She's like, well, will you go get Janice? And I'm like, yeah, and she's like standing like on the porch, not inside the house, but holding the door all the way open. And I was like, and I like stood there, and she's like, well, go get her. And I was like, can I close the door? And she's like, no, which I think is actually not true. I'm pretty sure that if I fucking said, I'm going to close the door, that is well within my rights to have closed the door and returned a moment later. Like, I don't see there's any reason, like, why the cop should be able to hold the door open, I don't think, but, although if I had at that point, if I had, like, when she said that, like, if she said, are you going to go get her, I would have said, and I didn't say anything, and turned around and ran up the stairs, then they can enter the house. It's all kinds of weird laws. I know about criminal law. But anyway, so you know, wind check, Janice wasn't here, and they're like, she's not here. And I was like, she was just here. And it's like, well, she's not anymore. It's like, they were just hella lame. They're just like, well, blah, blah. I'm like, is this just a noise complaint? It's like, is that all this is? It's like, okay, you know, like, they're like, next time we'll give you a ticket. And it's like, oh, okay. Next time. It's like, oh, cool, is that all?
Hello.
How many times until you actually, like, do something?
Hi, Jane.
Like, how many times before you'd, like, haul one of us off to jail? Like, 3, 4? I just want to keep track, so we know like when that vital like noise complaint time is. It's just so gay. Oh,
Yeah.
another gayest thing the landlord said was like, he's like, "Who are you? I've never seen." He's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "You're not on the lease." He's like, "I've never seen you before." And I'm just like looking at him going, "Oh yeah?" It's like, "I've seen you before. I've seen your kids too." I'm like, I didn't get in your house. Like,
Did you say that?
no, but I was thinking that. I was just like, oh, not really smarty. It's like, not very observant, are you? Because I've seen you. It's like, seen your kids. What is he, about 8, 9? I mean, they all know their names. You know what room he sleeps in? It's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's like obviously, I mean, he's talking to someone who does live here. It's like, how smart does that make him look to be like, I've never seen you before. Pay closer attention to what's going on around you.
Red rum. What's up?
This is it.
Is this James again?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes it is.
Don't be afraid.
Can I be?
What's up?
I'm
I serve for fucking
sorry,
heaven.
you sorry, my voice, I'm very sorry.
You have to go like this.
Don't do that
You.
kind of nonsense.
Where's your husband?
Which?
My
The
husband?
pissing in the middle
I
of
don't
the
have a
street?
husband yet.
Alright.
Oh, that's the usual nonsense.
Is it really?
Just a fiance.
But pissing in someone else's home is not usual nonsense.
How long are you here for?
Oh, we can do
Just a
that.
minute.
Huh?
Just a minute.
See me before you leave.
Alright.
Alright? It's a must. Pertinent.
Yeah, I'll have to check.
But
Huh?
real.
Oh,
Needle?
syringes! Look me up.
Oh no, dude, this is my lunch. This has to last me a whole week.
Come on, man, come on.
Oh, Mom, heroin
have to.
again.
Is your husband here?
Yeah,
have a
heroin,
husband.
yes.
Is the husband to be here?
Then I go home.
Nah.
Alright.
She's just my friend.
Your friend you're gonna marry?
Yeah.
Little Princess
Just my
rocked
friend.
so
I
fucking
can beat him
hard.
up.
You had no
I love
fucking
him.
idea. I didn't even know that Arwen was in Little Princess. Like, I
You
didn't
guys,
really know
you
Arwen. I
guys should
haven't
learn
seen her
Michael,
sing shit.
actually.
I love him. I think he's
You
really
guys
good.
be
I
like
watched him at that
two
Chameleon.
testosterone candidates
Muscle bitches.
to arm wrestle.
Yeah, I was
I'll
just-
stick James on him.
I was like, I felt like I was at the same
Yeah.
No, James doesn't
James will kick his
count. He
butt.
doesn't know what time of day it is.
I know, it's like,
Yeah, like earlier today.
Down.
You?
He's I think it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, nah, dude, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh.
Yeah, James is fucked up, but James can kick some butt.
So what are you gonna do though?
I've seen this guy fight.
Needle exchange.
I don't know. I'll find
Poke,
something.
shoot up an awful lot.
But yeah, you're in my home
Shoot
for
up
a
after
shit
that.
fucking
Shoot people
arm
up.
wrestle.
Okay, are you sleeping? Draw blood.
Okay, good.
it's terrible, Mr.
But either way, good night.
Take him up to the heat.
Bye before you leave.
Tell everybody I'm diabetic, really bad. James, are you drunk?
I have stuff for
I,
you.
I'm not sure.
Are you drunk right now?
I'm not sure.
Are you drunk or are you just like dizzy?
I'm not
Well,
dizzy.
come here,
I'm very, my internal organs are all in like a bit of a chaotic stir.
Okay, good. So she's not gonna make me do it.
So,
I just here see. I had just set an alarm for about how long it was gonna be. And I was going to allow her to remain in this room, saying whatever, and I'd be like, okay. Be like, nee. Alright,
oh, is it?
I'm in. Yeah, what minimum? I'm pretty fucking tell him like everything that's going on, like whatever. She's so funny. I don't care what she tells me.
Is that the girl that smashed your head in?
Yeah. Split my head open is what she did.
Yeah,
She
I was the one who
smashed my head.
stabbed her. We had a gunfight in the street. I mean,
I got my gun. Go.
let me see your gun. You got it?
It's right here.
What kind of gun you got?
I have a shotgun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I have fucking shells.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
on.
I do know. As a
Yeah, I
matter of
got
fact,
friends who's got a fucking, he's got an AK and he's got a, what's those big ass guns, magnums?
yeah, but see, it don't matter with your friend.
No,
fucking
no.
ass. No.
Yeah, but-
What did you?
What do I have? Oh man, don't make me break
I mean, when I'm
last
fucking, when I'm fucking, you know, when I'm fucking staring down a barrel at your ass, we gonna do fucking bust out your cell phone and call your friend?
Yeah, like, you know. You watched that, didn't you, drinking gin and juice in the hood? That movie we all watched?
Another fucking fact!
Did you watch it? When the guy pulled out one gun and then the other guy pulled out a gun and got so a bigger gun or missile launcher. So the other guy pulls out
Can I
nuclear
spray paint on the
weapons.
walls yet? No, not yet. I'll let you know
Oh,
when.
yeah, that's so terrible. Unless you're getting evicted, right?
Well,
Dude, you know how many people came up and like to me and said, "Oh, you're getting evicted," and it's like,
I said no. I said probably.
that's news to me.
I said
Like, I'm not getting evicted. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm fucking. It's like.
Oh, so
Well, I mean,
that's horrible. I mean,
well,
my-
it's not necessarily happening
sorry.
yet.